Previously on date night. Oh, you get the hell out of here. No. This is mine. You get out. You get you and your sword and your lies out of here. Hey everyone, I want to welcome you back to the second episode of Date Night. Last episode I think was a good time. We met some nice ladies. We got some great coaching from our boy Jameson. And I think we're positioning ourselves to really make a name for ourselves at this ball and get our fictional family out of poverty. So let's get started. Hopefully I'm going to remember how to do the voices. And if I don't remember how to do the voices, well, too bad there's no changing it now. Alright, let's do it. I suspect will continue to be a thorn on your side for the rest of the evening, so keep your wits about you. I understand. Jameson gives you an encouraging pat on the shoulder. Don't look so glum, sir. The night is still young and you have many more chances to talk to Miss Richmond. I like Miss Richmond a lot. I think she's the one. I think she's American, which is great. She's loaded, which is also great. And she seems to know nothing about the financial ruin my family is in. So that's, she's 3 for 3 right now. I certainly hope so. You spot Lady Camberwell wave at you from the other side of the room. Alright, Lady Camberwell, I don't think I did that well last episode. But let's see if I can get back into good graces. She's accompanied by a rather flamboyantly dressed gentleman. It seems Lady Amelia is signaling me again. Indeed she is. Let's walk slowly towards her. The two of you begin slowly approaching Lady Camberwell and her companion. Jameson pulls out a notepad and pen and begins jotting down notes. What in heaven's name are you doing? I'm pretending to jot down a complicated drink order in order to diffuse any suspicion you find this agreeable, yes? That's very clever. You really are worth every penny I paid, which I think is all the pennies I had. You are too kind, sir. So do you know this gentleman selling by Lady Amelia? Indeed I do, and so should you. I'm guessing he's terribly important. Correct. His name is Samuel Glenfield, and he is the Earl of Doncaster. So he does not look like an earl with the flowery outfit he has on. One would think he was a fancy boy. About that, the Earl of Doncaster number for the company of men, if you catch my drift. Oh, okay, so I've got an option. I don't know how that's going to be a frowned upon in a Victorian, England society. But hey, let's see where this goes. I'm not entirely sure I understand what you mean. If you mean that most of his friends are men, you might be surprised to hear that this is the case for most men. No, that is not what I meant. Perhaps I should be a bit clearer. The Earl of Doncaster only enjoys having sexual intercourse with other men. He's a sodomite. A bit louder, my lord, but I don't think the Emperor of Japan heard you. Oh my god, my guy is such an asshole. We're going to get thrown out of this party. My family's going to be in financial ruin forever. It's just the worst. This is just terrible. Sorry. Yes, he is, but you must make a point of not mentioning or inferring or talking about anything related to his forbidden desires. Okay, so it's not okay. So this is a bit hush hush. Why so? Because he's one of the most powerful men in England. The Earl of Doncaster is one of the biggest landholders in Britain, happens to hold titles in Denmark and Austria too. He's a personal friend of Queen Victoria's, known to be one of her closest confidants. Rumor has it was on his word that Sir Stafford Northcote dismissed as Chancellor of whatever, due to a personal grievance against the man. My goodness. I'll put it this way, it is no secret that Captain Matthews has an intense disgust for homosexuals, yet in front of the Earl of Doncaster won't say a single word against them. He's that powerful? Yes, he is. So be careful. Alright. Let's go meet the Earl. Oh, what a handsome man. What a handsomely beautiful man. So it's a gin and tonic and a shot of a Contria and a so it's a gin and tonic and a shot of corn true, half a teaspoon of lemon juice, and a stirring beat of blah 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 blah. I must say, Mr. Blakely, that is one of the most sophisticated drink orders I've ever seen in my life. It will be an absolute pleasure making this for you. Jameson turns to Lady Amelia. Any drinks for you, madam? That concoction by Mr. Blakely sounds very interesting. Yeah, I think I tried to give Lady Amelia like a very high-pitched fancy voice. And I think I wound up ruining every other voice I did last recording. So let's just keep it simple for her. I will also have one of those. Excellent. Jameson turns to the Earl of Doncaster. And for you, my lord? I will have that as well. Excellent choice, my lord. I'll have those out for you right away. You find this agreeable, yes? Allow me to make introductions. Samuel, this is Edgar Blakely, eldest son of Viscount Blakely. Edgar, this is Samuel Glenfeld, 8th Earl of Doncaster. My lord, it's a pleasure to meet you. The pleasure's all mine, Mr. Blakely. Now, House Blakely is a cadet branch of another famous house, is it not? That is correct. We descend from House Perry of Northumberland. That's a legitimate place. Yes, that's what I thought. I see you know your genealogy as well. Not many know much about our house anymore. As is the fortune of those in high society. We must fight hard to keep our positions. That's very true. If I'm not wrong, during the Napoleonic War, several members of your house served in the Army and Navy. When I was reading my history books, I see many mentions of a Colonel Blakely here or a Admiral Blakely there. Yes, my great-great-grandfather. I'm sorry, yes, my great-great-grandmother had a good fortune of bearing 6 sons, so our house was greatly represented during that war. Oh my god, that's so many kids. Alas, of those 6 sons, 4 perished in the war, hence the rather diminished size of my house these days. I assure you the Queen appreciates the sacrifice your house has made for the protection of our glorious empire. The Earl of Doncaster raises his glass. To the Queen. Lady Chamberlain raises her glass. To the Queen. What fortunate times we live in. Our empire stretches across the globe, providing the blessings of British culture worldwide. Everyone can have tea and crumpets, no matter what. Speaking of culture, I heard a good friend of yours just got published. Which friend? I have ever so many friends of the arts, and I never know who's getting published and when. Oh, you know. That extremely tall Irishman. Ah, yes, Oscar. I was going to say Seamus. I was ever so happy for him. Yes, oh, of course, Oscar Wilde. Mr. Blake, are you familiar with the works of Oscar Wilde? Yes. Why, of course I am. How could I not know the works of Oscar Wilde? A fan, wonderful. What do you think, then? Yes, I realize such a beautiful collection of poetry. If you're judging me for cheating right now, I don't care, by the way. You must simply tell him how much Mr. Blakely admires his work, Samuel. He will be most pleased. Here I have Mr. Blakely's concoction. Excellent. Thank you, Jameson. Yes, indeed, thank you, Jameson. I shall inform you that the Margrave Wilhelm von blah 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 has just arrived. Man, I am terrible at pronouncing names. Oh, the guest of honor. We must go and greet him right away. Thank you, Jameson. Alright, am I going to? Am I part of high society? Margrave blah 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 blah. Welcome to a Woodchester Abbey. I am so glad you're able to make it. Thank you ever so much for your warm welcome. Okay, now we're getting too many voices. I'm not gonna be able to keep this up. True, have a magnificent state. I expect this to be a momentous ball. You're too kind. Margaret, I'll introduce you to my closest friends. This is Samuel Glenfeld, 8th Earl of Doncaster. Ah, yes, Earl of Doncaster. Your fame precedes you. I attend Few Excellent Art featuring many of the artists you are a patron to last week at the exposition at the Javits Center. Just went down to Anime Con at the Javits Center. I saw many people. Oscar Wilde at the Javits Center. You have the most exquisite taste for art. Such compliments do honor me, Mart Mergrave. It's a dumb title. I'm offending anyone, by the way. I'm sorry. There are too many strange titles. Sam McGlenville, 8th Earl Doctor. I had the deep pleasure of being hosted by your uncle, the Kaiser, in his palace in Berlin last summer. I really had a splendid time and enjoyed dining with him on many occasions. I'll get back to it in a sec. And we have Edgar Blake, the eldest son and heir to the Viscount Blakely. Good evening, Margrave. It is an honor. Blakely, why does that sound so familiar to me? I think it's because you know of his great-grandfather, Admiral Blakely. I believe he was good friends with Field Marshal von Blücher. Yes, that's it. So how's your journey over from Berlin? It was uneventful, therefore good. The journey of 2 mixed experiences is too troublesome. It is incredibly quick how quickly one can travel across Europe now that we have railroads sprawling around the continent, isn't it? I remember when I was a little boy to go everywhere in horse and carriage. Compared to how smooth the rails are, it is... Considering how true trains are, it is really terribly uncomfortable. That is true. I do find the horse and carriages have a certain nobility to them. I don't know, perhaps I'm old-fashioned. For functions like traveling within one's estate, horses' carriage is still a must. Yes, Lady Amelia, you cannot take your train to your ranch or your stable. Who knows? Perhaps one day we will also invent a way to a mechanized small different shuttle. Yes, he foreshadowed the debut of monorails. We're all taking monorails everywhere. I suppose we invent a mechanical horse one day. Okay, now we're just getting too cute. We live in a grand age of science. The skies are the limit. I was told you were a man of scientific mind. I suppose the rumors are true. So, Margrave, what brings you to England? Actually, Lady Chamberlain's comments make references to why I'm here. Oh, why so? I am here in London to meet up with some old friends from the Royal Society so they can show me some of the recent technology innovations happening in the country. I've been sent here by my uncle, the Kaiser, as a special scientific envoy. There's a lot for you to learn here. Certainly. Ever since Germany united 12 years ago, it's been high priority for us to reach the same level of technological advancement you British enjoy. Now that our countries are allied by marriage, we are grateful to have you. Now that our countries are allied by marriage, we are very grateful that you can provide us with that aid. I'm sorry that, marriage alliance will last forever and ever and ever. Oh yes, you referred to your own crown being married to the Queen's eldest daughter. Of course. And let's not forget that Prince Albert was of a German extraction too. Our nations truly are joined by marriage, aren't they? A useful political tool to make sure we never go to war against each other. Because that's never going to happen once. Not twice. You Prussians and us British have been allies for a long time. I doubt we'll ever go to war. We certainly feel the warmth from our alliance on our side, especially since the Royal Society has been so open to share innovations with us. You can have all the scientific innovations you want for all I care. Wow, really? How do you really feel about science? Take the industrialists and engineers with you too. Wow. I have a feeling as Britain was greener and covered in less smog of factories. Careful, Sam. The Margrave may begin to think you're a Luddite. My lady, please pardon my intrusion, but Entai would like to inform you that the dinner is ready to be served. And Dean? He's my newest chef. Straight from Paris. An absolute genius. Anyways, I'm sure you're all starved. Let's all proceed to the dining room. My lord, I recommend you wait here for a moment if you care to spare yourself some embarrassment. Embarrassment? Yes, sir. Did my character talk at all during that exchange, or we just listen to people wax poetically about industry and how we're never going to go to war? Never, ever, ever, ever. Yes, sir. See, Lady Camberwell, the Margrave, and the Earl are all going to sit together at the head of the table. They're the three most important people in the room. You, on the other hand, really do not rank close to them. Actually, since you do not hold the title of Viscount, you yourself do not rank anywhere close to them. Oh, wow, why did you just jump all over me? Did you notice in the last conversation they barely speak? Yes, I did notice that. Yes, that is true. And you continue to walk with them, there would have been a very embarrassing moment where Lady Camberwell would have jerked you to the lower part of the table. I feel it was best to spare you that embarrassment. I understand. Good call, Jameson. Jameson smiles, fixes his glasses. Thank you, sir. I've taken the liberty of placing between Christine Richmond and Baron Eliza Highborough. You have already met Miss Richmond, and you may find Baroness Highborough an interesting prospect, too. Oh, you do spoil me, Jameson. I am pleased, sir. Man, this guy is great. Come, follow me. I'll lead you to your seat, my lord. Alright, so we're going to dinner. Oh. Okay, alright, wow, alright. Jameson, you glorious bastard, you. Ah, this is great. Okay, man, okay. I mean, okay, let's see. Christine's still the front runner. I think Lady Camberwell is a tremendously out of my league, societal wise, and I don't think I've done anything to make her fancy me since in the previous conversation where I just stood there. But let's try these two. I mean, Christine is, you know, current front runner. Although Eliza or Elizabeth is quite pretty as well. So let's go there. Christine Richmond. Hello there. Edgar Blakely, correct? Oh, she remembers my name. Yes, that is correct. Christine Richmond. Christine giggles. Yes, also correct. I'll introduce you to another friend of mine. This is Baron, yes, Eliza Highbrow. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Blakely. It's a pleasure to meet you too, Baroness. Blakely, that sounds familiar. You're a Viscount, are you not? That would be my father. He is the title holder. And where do you hail from? Nodding. Mansfield, Nottinghamshire. Yourself? Tottendean, Somerset. Lovely part of the country. Though I do notice you don't sport the West Country accent. I wish there were people with Cockney accents here. Heavens, no. Baroness Highbrow giggles. Years of private allocation lessons stamped that out of me. Oh, this must be a regional joke. You must share with me why this is so funny. The Western accent is often associated with farmers here in England. Would you have a similar accent here in America? I'm sorry, would you have a similar accent type in America? Certainly. In America, the Southern accent is often associated with farmers, cowboys, and outdoorsmen. Yes, that sounds about right. Except we don't have any cowboys here in England. No siree. Everyone laughs. Ha ha ha. Oh, cowboys. Mr. Blakely, I must apologize earlier for my disappearance. I find Captain Matthews to be an insufferable cad and took the first chance I could rid myself of his company. Oh my god, you're the one. She's the one. She's the best. Okay, this is the best. I do hope you didn't take it personally. I just like him too, not a problem. Let's be neutral. Not a problem. Please, no need to apologize at all, Miss Richmond. In these social gatherings, it's common to dart around and talk to as many people as possible, so I took no offense at all. What a relief. Do you know him, Baroness? Lady Camberwell introduced me to him early this evening. We exchanged a few polite words, but no real conversation per se. But from what I've heard of him, he sounds like I would do well to avoid him. Okay, at least everyone else knows he's like a dick at this, this party. Yes, I think you should. He's terrible. He's the worst. There are far more interesting gentlemen here. This evening. Oh, so you're unmarried? Yes, my father gave me this title. There was the smallest baronetcy in his dukedom. Though I am the youngest, so it's really not a surprise. You should be quite happy your father even has titles to give. My family just holds one country. So we only have one title. I do not understand the whole notion of ranks and titles. We don't have things like counts and earls in America. Is it really so important? It's extremely important. It's sort of important. Not important at all. It's sort of important. It is sort of important, but not like it was before. What do you mean by that? Well, before the nobles were always the most powerful people in Britain. They held the most land and are always the richest. But then with the rise of industry and international trade, a lot of these industrious and businessmen have become much wealthier than the nobles, which still live off farmland. Many of these men received titles from our monarchs and got amalgamated into our nobility. But there's still many others that haven't, but still enjoy supreme power. Would you say that in America your captains of industry are the same as our nobles? I hadn't thought of it that way. I just call them robber barons because I'm progressive. Lady Camberwell's servants appear and bring out the food. Oh, delightful. What is this? I had a chance to talk to Lady Camberwell's valet, and he told me all about dinner tonight. The first course is a roasted grouse stewed in a mixed spice sauce. Looks pretty exotic, doesn't it? Do you enjoy exotic food, Mr. Blakely? Yes, absolutely I do. Yes, I feel that one can learn and understand much about a nation through their cuisine. What a novel way of looking at it. Baroness Ivar takes a bite of the grouse and then scrunches her face. Oh no. It's not to your taste, Baroness. Not at all, I'm afraid. I feel like these spices overpower the subtle flavor of the grouse. I like it. Some of these flavors I've never tasted before. I see you enjoy exotic food. Yes. It's a dream of mine to travel around the world trying all sorts of new foods. I'm glad I was able to have a taste of India here. My father didn't have any business investments that involved trading with India or building there, so I don't really think I'd have the chance to taste this sort of thing elsewhere. So your father is an industrialist? Sort of. He owns a railroad company and a newspaper, too. A railroad's good business? I would say so. More and more people are moving out to the newly formed state of California and need a series of reliable railroads to get there. They all seem to apply from the East Coast, and it's all just desert out there. Oh, to see the American frontier. It would be incredible. You should make your way over to the United States if you ever get the chance. I must warn you, passage through the Atlantic can be rough. It would be exciting, though. I would love to see New York City. Well, if you ever decide to make the voyage, I insist you come stay in my house in Philadelphia for a while. Oh, she's from Philly? Okay. Alright, you know what? That's not terrible. I can overlook that. Probably a Flyers fan. Oh, you're too kind, Miss Richmond. The servants arrive with the second course, beef Wellington. I do hope this dish is more to your liking, Baroness. I do love beef Wellington. I do hope you like it, Miss Richmond, as it is a popular local favorite. Oh, I love the you in favorite. We're so British. Christine takes a bite and her eyes light up. It's so tender. Never had beef like this. The pastry that surrounds the beef keeps it moist. Oh, how novel. So, Mr. Blakely, do you work or are you able to live off your titles? Sadly, the Blakely estate doesn't have enough farmland to maintain a comfortable lifestyle, so I've gone to business with my father. So what business are you in? Oh boy. We're in the cloth trading business. Nottinghamshire is famous for its cloth. They're trying to export that cloth around the world. What a wonderful idea. Has it worked out for you? I mean, it was working out for us. Yes, it has. Yes, it's really taken off. Seems the demand for high-quality textiles all over the world. Congratulations. You must feel brilliant being a successful man of industry, mustn't it? There's a lot of hard work getting there. But the work's definitely been worth it. How impressed, I'm sure Mr. Long-Lively is wishing for you to court them. If only. Servant arrives and informs you that a special pudding has been made for dessert and must be obtained from a special dessert table located at the end of the room. A special pudding? That does sound fanciful, doesn't it? My guy, he is so hyped for pudding. I do think I've already eaten enough for dinner. The beef Wellington is already very decadent with all the pastry and potatoes served with it. I think I'll give the dessert a pass. Christine Richmond, I see you're watching your figure. Indeed I am. I am as yet unmarried and seeking to attract a good man. Is it not the same case for you, Miss Richmond? I am unmarried. That is true. There are men back home in Philadelphia courting you. A few men, but I'm not sure I'm interested in any of them. I know exactly what you mean. They both burst into laughter. Ha 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 ha! Men, am I right? It really is such a shame that good men are in so short order. Don't say that. There are lots of good men here. You're right, there are quite a few choice specimen around. Oh my, it sounds like you have someone you're interested in. Not sure too, though I'd like to meet. Oh, you're teasing us. Spill the beans. Very well then. I really want to meet the Margaret. Oh boy. Okay. Do you think he's ever so handsome? He's undoubtedly a very handsome man. He's going to be all about you. What do you think, Mr. Blakely? I cannot find other men handsome. He is indeed handsome. Too boyish. He is indeed handsome. Margaret is indeed a very charming man. I can see why the Baroness is so besotted with him. I'm not besotted, just interested. Oh, there's more to a man than just his looks. Margrave is accompanied by an accomplished man of science. Okay, alright, good. Okay, I got the Margrave and the Earl mixed up. He also happens to be the nephew of Kaiser Wilhelm. Can you imagine that, Miss Richmond? Marrying him would make you a German princess. I'm not so sure I'd enjoy that. Anyway, we should make a decision about dessert. Everyone is already rushing towards the table. I'm quite sure I don't want any. And you, Mr. Blakely? It does look rather tasty. Yes, I will go up and have some. How about you, Miss Richmond? Would you like any? I can get you a plate too if you'd like. I'm between the pudding and another serving of the beef Wellington. Just go ahead, Mr. Blakely. I'll decide later. Someone going to make a move on me at the pudding table. As you begin walking up to the dessert table, Jameson appears and calls your attention. How do things go with the two lovely ladies? I felt it went rather well. I got to familiarize myself better with them, and I think I may stand a chance with either of them. Excellent. I'm ever so glad your things are working on that front. Indeed it is. You really made an excellent call, Jameson. Your praise does honor me. So we're going up to the dessert table to feature some pudding, sir? That is correct. The lady's not want any. The Baroness doesn't wish to have any as she fears it will make her fat. A wise woman, you've seen how much cream and butter her team put in that pudding. And Miss Richmond is deciding whether she'd like another piece of beef Wellington in lieu of dessert. The beef Wellington is excellent. I too would take seconds over the pudding, of course. Jameson, may I ask you a question? Certainly, my lord. What is it you wish to know? Does Lady Campbell have any suitors? Jameson releases a loud, uncharacteristic laugh. What is so funny? The night of your comment, lord, is hilarious. Why so? Lady Campbell has many admirers. Many, many admirers. She is beautiful, graceful, well-connected, and extremely wealthy. There have even many European princes that have begged for her hand in marriage.
And what happened?
She got married and moved to Rome.
What?
Of course not. I'm being sarcastic.
Matt Jameson, you are great. What? She rejected all...
She rejected all of them.
Why so?
Because she does not need any of them. She's very much in control of her own life, doesn't need a husband to double guess her plans. Do not fear this, my lord, but Lady Campbell is an extremely intelligent and influential individual.
Yes, I see that. But she is very beautiful, isn't she?
Yes, she is. So it's unfair that God gave us individual so many accents.
Edgar, you don't want her. You want Miss Richmond. Jameson, do you think I stand a chance with her?
Honestly? No, you do not. Lady Campbell is possibly the most desired woman in Britain, whereas you hiring me to help you indicates you are in fact not the most desirable man in Britain.
He's not wrong. Edgar, grow up. You kind of suck, okay? Like, you have no social graces, and you had to hire Jameson. Jameson, you have to dash my hopes so cruelly.
I'll say this, my lord. This Lady Campbell does not need to marry for money, affluence, or social desire. She has supreme luxury of being able to marry for love. Now, it's unlikely she will marry a beggar. Does mean that she is free to pick whoever she wants to marry. Which means that you and the other men here, even those with far more titles and more money than yourself, are actually on even ground.
I see. Well, then perhaps I do stand a chance. I don't know why you want her.
Yes, maybe you do. Look yonder, she is fetching some pudding on the dessert table. Why don't you go and talk to her?
Didn't you say that her and I would sit in different parts of the table for supper?
Yes, I did, but the dessert table is anyone's game, so please make haste.
We're all equals at the dessert table. Oh, look! That meddlesome Captain Matthews there talking to her in the Margrave.
Do not worry, sir. He is in front of the Margrave, a man many levels higher than him in social rank, so he's obligated to hold his tongue. As a matter of fact, military rank 2... In my friend, military rank 2, as Margrave holds the rank of captain in the German Imperial Army.
A colonel? At his age?
Oh, he's a colonel, not a captain. With all fairness, I believe he was the nephew of the Kaiser. I believe he started as captain, was a major by the time he became 24, and received the colonelcy as a birthday present last year when he turned 30.
I don't think Captain Matthews likes that at all.
I do not expect he does, but we cannot be the Kaiser's nephew, can we? Anyways, enough chit-chat. Go over there and talk to them.
Gives me a firm pat on the butt and sends me on my way. Ah, Mr. Blakely. Nice of you to join us. So are you here to fetch some of the pudding? That would be correct. Spotted the very second it was trolled out of the kitchen, and immediately became my life's purpose to have some. It's that and marrying, that is marrying well. I never realized you had such a sweet tooth. Please don't let me get in your eye as I just shove her out of the way to get some pudding.
Yeah, get out of my way! Need some pudding!
Terry's on but in dire need of the lavatory. Lady May, would you be so kind to direct me to its location? Just like Margrave, just walk through the dining room there and turn at the left at the end. You go to some stairs and the lavatory is on the right hand of the staircase. I think we'll be back momentarily. Oh boy. Stonefist, did you enjoy the food I had served for dinner? Yes, it was delightful. I particularly enjoyed the spiced grouse. Thank you for your compliments. That is an invitation of Jamaican recipe my grandfather brought over from the Caribbean. Oh, it's Jamaican. I thought it was Indian. Can I just pretend that, like, I'm not... Like, can my guy just shut his mouth? Because, like, I'm really uncultured. I am really out of my depths here, and if not for Jameson, I would be dead. Like, people would be like, you are a charlatan, you're garbage, why are you here? Get back in your pumpkin-based carriage and be on your way. Corby, I see that Mangrove on Birkenfell has turned right at the end of the dining hall instead of left. Oh, it seems I thought the Margrave has made an error and turned right instead of left. Mr. Blake, would you be so kind to dear and go assist the Margrave? Certainly, milady. He should be... Wow, what a dick I would be if it was like he should be fine. Go through the dining hall and see no sign of the Margrave. You go through the door to the right and find that it leads to a staircase that leads to a study. See Margrave. Oh! Oh, is he a spy? Is he doing espionage stuff? You see Margrave Umberg looking through Lady Amelia's desk and taking notes on a notepad. Confront. Walk away and return. Margrave von Wirkenfeld. What in heaven's name are you doing in Lady Chamberwell's study? Miss Willicke, you followed me here. Yes, Lady Chamberwell asked me to help you find the laboratories. You seem to be lost. Oh, well, it seems like a bit lost. When I got in here, I saw this vast collection of books and couldn't help but have a gander. You see, I have an insatiable interest in literature. I was keen to inspect Lady Camberwell's library. Why are you going through Lady Camberwell? Why are you going through Lady Camberwell's desk and taking notes? Oh boy! Oh no! Margaret's face turns to a common smirk and pulls out a revolver from his inner chest press. And am I gonna die? Mr. Blake, you really are a fool, aren't you? Wait, what? What is the meaning of this? Well, given that you are about to die, I may as well give you the satisfaction of knowing my purpose here. Before I tell you that, I'll ask you a question. Do you know how the British were able to conquer so much of Africa so quickly? Well, I assume because Captain Matthew's great, military expertise. Well, I'll tell you, it isn't the brilliance of your generals. With the exception of Nelson, Wellington, Churchill, John Churchill, first Duke of Marlborough, most materials are overranked, inbred, nincompoops. Now, the reason you're able to conquer Africa is so easily because your infantry is equipped with a Martini Henry level curved rifles. Even the formidable Zulu stood no chance against the reliable, fast-loading rifles. And what have to do with Lady Camberwell? Well, if you'd done your research prior to coming here, which you clearly haven't because you're terrible, you would know that Lady Camberwell owns a significant share in Winchester repeating rifle arms. Winchester working on the luxury arms designer Frederick von Martini to make an improved rifle that will blow the Henry Martini out of the water. I know for a fact she was looking to refit the entire British Army with this new rifle. Which is why she's such good friends with Captain Matthews. He seeks the ear of his father, Field Marshal Matthews. Precisely. You are sharper than I initially estimated you, Mr. Blakely. So why are you looking through Lady Camberwell's desk? Because I know Frederick Martini had the new designs and prototypes sent to Lady Camberwell last week, and that's where I suspect she is hiding the designs. You must understand, Mr. Blakely, that a rifle like this could turn the tide of a war. Heck, could even decide the fate of Europe. You're a spy. You want the rifle for Germany. Yes, that is correct. Margaret cocks his gun. You know, it's such a shame I have to shoot you now. I'd have really wanted you to see the new world where Germany takes center stage as a new superpower. I suppose you just have to imagine it instead. Try to grab the gun, run away. Offer to betray England. He's a pretty high ranking military person. You should out-frisk me hand-to-hand combat, offer to betray England, or run out. You know what? Let's go out with some dignity. Good. Make a dash for the gun, but Franklin is far too fast and pulls the trigger. He shoots you in the chest and you die immediately. Bad ending. Oh no. Ugh. Well, we died. Got an achievement, Unsung Heroes. Well, we're dead. That was a new one. I was not expecting that. This really took a turn. And we romanced no one. Absolutely no one. So let's call it an episode here. If you like this, like, share, and subscribe. Or don't. You know, it's not what this is here for. It's just here for your enjoyment. But we're dead. We're dead. Alright. Well, this has been fun. Thank you for watching Date Night. Bye.